Unit 6 Management of a Dual-Mode Institution, a Case of IGNOU. 6.1 Introduction. In the previous units you have gone through the planning and management process of an open university. In this unit you will be exposed to an institution located in a state called Assam of the northeastern corner of India, which is much backward in terms of development in comparison to the rest of the country. Interestingly, unlike other parts of India where distance education system was introduced first through dual-mode universities, in Assam, it came into being with establishment of the first study center of the Indira Gandhi National Open University at Guwahati University in 1987. Soon after IGNOU started its operations. In the state of Assam, many dual-mode universities viz. Himachal Pradesh University, Madurai Kamraj University and others started providing courses through distance mode by establishing their study centers through franchisee. It was only in 1998, almost 12 years after the first IGNOU study center came up in the university campus, Guwahati University took the first step in establishing its distance education unit. The unit was called Postgraduate Correspondence School, PGCS, and was established mainly to cater the need of the increasing number of aspirants for postgraduate education who could not be accommodated in the university classes due to limited number of seats. Eventually, the Postgraduate Correspondence School was transformed into the present Institute of Distance and Open Learning to mark its qualitative change from correspondence education to a fourth-generation modern distance education system. In this unit, we have attempted to provide a broad idea of the planning and management system of the Institute of Distance and Open Learning, IGNOU, Guwahati University, Assam, India. 6.2 Objectives. After going through this unit, you should be able to describe the origin and development of IGNOU, identify the objectives, organizational structure and governance of the institute, explain the process of development of academic programs, analyze academic programs and learner profile, admission procedure, examine students' support services of the IGNOU, and discuss the use of ICT in the delivery of its program. 6.3 Origin, Establishment and Development of the institution. Establishment of ODL institution in the northeastern region was crucial, as it was not easy to do that in a backward region to expand higher education provision. These issues are dealt in this section. 6.3.1 Status of higher education and ODL in Assam. The overall scenario of higher education in Assam has changed both in terms of quantity and quality since independence. The establishment of Guwahati University, the first university of the region in 1948 with 20 colleges, marked the beginning of a new era in the field of higher education of the entire Northeast region. Now, all states of the Northeast region have their own university. Assam alone has 5 state universities, including 1 open university and 1 medical university, 2 central universities, 1 Indian Institute of Technology, 1 NIT, 1 private university and almost 500 colleges. However, despite such a magnificent increase in terms of number of institutions, Assam still lags behind in the curve from the rest of the country. All these factors paved the way for a crucial role of the open and distance learning in the state. Since the establishment of the Postgraduate Correspondence School by Guwahati University, there has been a significant change in the ODL system of this region. Dibrugarh University established its Directorate of Distance Education in 2000 and the first Open University of the state Krishna Kanta Handicap State Open University came into being in 2006. 6.3.2 About the Guwahati University. Guwahati University was established by an act of the Assam Legislative Assembly on the 15th of October 1947. This premier university of the region played the role of the mother university for all the other universities of the Northeast region. Unlike many other universities of the country, Guwahati University was established by the relentless and untiring efforts by a section of Assamese intellectuals who wanted a separate university for the state. The university began its mission with 18 affiliated and 2 professional colleges. Since its inception as the leading seat of higher learning, the Guwahati University has been contributing its best to the intellectual milieu of the region and in turn could transform itself from an institution of higher education to an institution of higher development of intellect and vocational expertise. The university has successfully established itself as the center of excellence with the motto of moral commitment, continuous self-development and sharing of knowledge. Some of the objectives of the Guwahati University are to become the leading university in the Northeast and in the whole country, and to set high standards of excellence in the preservation, creation and dissemination of knowledge, serve as an effective community center for development and change in the northeastern part of India, conduct pioneering research work in the frontier areas of knowledge, encourage interdisciplinary approaches in all areas of knowledge and thus inculcate the modern idea of productive knowledge based on interdisciplinary approach, undertake faculty development through various training programs and self-appraisal programs with a view to helping them to keep pace with international developments, peruse and achieve excellence through collaboration with institutes of higher education and research in the country, introduce ICT in classroom instruction and in administrative, academic and financial activities as a step towards modernity, document and preserve the rich, ethnic, cultural and linguistic diversity of the Northeast, and work toward the economic integration and cultural links of Northeast of India with its neighboring countries like Bhutan, Myanmar, Nepal, China, Bangladesh, and Tibet. 6.3.3 Institute of Distance and Open Learning, IDLE. As we have already mentioned that the Institute of Distance and Open Learning, IDLE, was known earlier as the Postgraduate Correspondence School, PGCS. Till 2008. It was established in May 1998 with the objective to cover the vast number of aspirants who could not be accommodated in the university classes due to limited number of seats in postgraduate departments or for other reasons. The establishment of PGCS also helped the university to do away with its primitive external system known as private system, where students were allowed to sit for postgraduate degree examinations without attending the university classes. Students already registered with the university have been almost a second-class student with only the minimum facilities as their enrollment was to enable them to take their examinations privately. This amounted to a virtual negation or dilution of the goals which had animated the founders of the university. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Guwahati University, came into existence from a concern with extending educational facilities to those students who could not avail of campus-based instruction. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning strives to fulfill the university's social commitment by increasing access to quality higher education by providing an opportunity to those who for some reason or other are deprived of the face-to-face education in the university system or to those who missed the earlier opportunity to pursue their higher education. The Postgraduate Correspondence School, PGCS, thus came into existence with this elementary purpose of bringing such remotely placed students into the larger fold of the university departments. Initially, thus, the PGCS began its operations as the additional wing of 6 different humanities departments of the university with a curriculum already in place in such departments for postgraduate study. The various heads of departments oversaw the personal contact sessions for PGCS students as coordinators, while a few part-time counselors drawn from the regular faculty of the university were entrusted with looking after students' needs. This arrangement could not, however, adequately fulfill the specific needs of the learners who required greater help in terms of proper library support, quality counseling, and regular tutoring services. These weaknesses were reflected in the academic performance in terms of the number of students who took the examinations and the proportion who actually cleared the courses. In short, there was a need to bring some radical changes in its operations and IDLE now has reached to a stage where students get support through a network of 105 study centers and e-learning portal. During the last 2 decades of its existence, the Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Guwahati University succeeded in positioning itself as the pioneering Institute of Open and Distance Learning in the entire region. With its motto quality, higher education to all, the IDLE not only succeeded in consolidating its base, but also helped in enhancing the credibility and acceptability of the ODL system in this region of the country. The IDLE endeavors at using new and latest technologies to impart education among the masses and working towards fulfilling its commitment to the people of this region. Objectives of IDLE, Guwahati University. The IDLE, Guwahati University was established to provide an opportunity to those who want to learn and want to learn better on their own. It has said the following objectives: to provide educational opportunities and support to those who are deprived of formal institutional higher learning, to provide equality of educational opportunities to a large section of population, including women and adults, to complement the programs of the existing universities in Assam as well as in other parts of the country, to promote integration within the state through its policies and programs, to offer postgraduate courses and other professional courses for the benefits of the working population in various fields and for the benefit of those who wish to enrich their lives by studying subjects of utmost importance, to make provision for new research and advancement of new knowledge, to serve as a source of continuing education, consultancy and to provide equal access to knowledge and higher education, to provide flexibility with regard to eligibility for enrollment, entry criteria, choice of courses, methods of learning, conduct of examinations and operation of the various programs. 6.4 Organizational Structure and Governance of IDLE. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Guwahati University has an organizational structure which is common to almost all directorates of distance education of the dual-mode universities in India. The institute is headed by a full-time director who directly reports to the Vice-Chancellor. The director functions with regular guidance and advice from the advisory board constituted by the Vice-Chancellor, Executive Council and receives all major policy guidance from the advisory board. Usually, the advisory board consists of senior faculty members and officers of the university such as registrar, treasurer, controller of examinations and the academic registrar. Except major policy matters, the advisory board is empowered to take all decisions for smooth functioning of the institute. Major policy matters and other matters related to finance, appointments etc. are decided by the Executive Council of the university. The director is assisted by the deputy director and the assistant director. The institute has its own administrative, finance and examination sections which are headed by supervisors. The supervisors function under direct guidance of the director. 6.4.1 Financial Management of IDLE. You must be aware that the management of finance is the most contentious issue in all directorates of the dual-mode universities. The IDLE manages its own finance as per directives of the Vice-Chancellor and the Executive Council. There are three parts of the IDLE financial management: collection of revenue, capital expenditure and the recurring expenditure. All revenues generated by the institute are deposited in a separate bank account managed by the treasurer of the university in consultation with the director and the advisory board. All payments related to capital expenditure are made by the treasurer from this account after obtaining financial approval from the Vice-Chancellor. Director maintains a separate account for meeting day-to-day expenditure and other recurring expenditure. Every month, director is required to submit the expenditure accounts for the previous month and requisition for the current month along with the cash book. After obtaining approval from the Vice-Chancellor, the treasurer transfers the necessary funds to the current account maintained by the director. The director is responsible for maintaining the recurring account. This functional autonomy in terms of finance empowers the director, IDLE, to improve its day-to-day functioning and avoid bureaucratic hassles common to many such computerized, starting from collection of fees up to the preparation of final accounts. Everything is done through computers. In addition to its own office software, accounts package Tally is used to maintain the accounts. 6.4.2 Examination and Evaluation at IDLE. As per Act and Statute of Guwahati University, all examinations and evaluations are conducted by the Controller of Examinations. Hence, all matters related to the IDLE examination and evaluation are managed by the university faculty members and IDLE faculty members under direct supervision of the Controller of Examinations. A group of supporting staff at IDLE are responsible for the logistic support to the Controller of Examinations in the process. The examinations are held in different centers throughout the state of Assam. The evaluation is done centrally at the headquarters under direct supervision of the controller of examination, and results are declared within 3 months after the examinations are over. You must note that the unique feature in conduct of idle examinations is that all examinations are held on Sundays between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This enables the majority of the learners to appear at examinations without disturbing their normal schedule. Another crucial beneficiary of this arrangement is the housewives, who otherwise cannot afford to free themselves from their household duties on weekdays. Like other ODL institutions, IDLE follows a choice-based credit system in its evaluation methodology. A 20% weightage is allotted to internal evaluation, which may include submission of assignment by the learners. The assignments are evaluated and learners are informed about their performance. The term-end examinations are held at regular interval and learners have a choice to appear at their own convenience. Normally, the schedule of term-end examinations are notified either in the prospectus itself or at least 3 months prior to commencement of the examinations. Admit cards, hall tickets for examinations are dispatched to the candidates by post at least 1 month prior to the commencement of examinations. Students may also collect their admit cards from the university or download from the IDLE website. The examination results are made available both at the IDLE website and through SMS. Learners may also download a provisional mark list from the website. 6.5 Academic Programs and Enrollment. The IDLE, Gauhati University offers a number of general postgraduate and professional programs. It started with 6 general postgraduate programs in 1998 and now offers 14 master's programs, 8 postgraduate diploma programs, 2 undergraduate programs and 1 certificate program. Many new programs and job-oriented short-term courses are in the pipeline. While introducing new programs, special attention is given to the target group and the utility of that programs for that particular group. Since inception, the enrollment in various programs of IDLE is on the rise. More and more learners are finding it convenient to enroll themselves in IDLE. Gauhati University. The graphical representation below shows how the enrollment figures have gone up over the years. The IDLE PGCS started with an enrollment of 514 students, and in 2009-2010, it enrolled more 5,000 students with a cumulative number of more than 27,000. Average student profile since inception. The average profile of students admitted into various programs under IDLE Gauhati University are as follows. Male 44%, female 56%, urban 31%, rural 69%. 6.5.1 Development of academic programs. Unlike other dual-mode university, Gauhati University follows a different pattern of course planning, designing and development. Whereas, in most universities the Directorates of Distance Education follows the same syllabi and instructional methods as that of face-to-face programs, the IDLE Gauhati University strives to follow a different methodology in deciding the syllabi and instructional methods. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Gauhati University has its own committee of courses for framing syllabi and curriculum. Hence, the scope for including the distance learners' needs and develop curriculum and syllabi is there. With IDLE, the programs to be offered under distance mode are framed by the special committee of courses under IDLE, approved by the committee of courses in the concerned university departments and placed before the faculty meeting, arts, science, and technology etc. for its approval. After approval of the concerned faculty, the programs are placed before the academic council for its approval. Therefore, it is clear that the IDLE Gauhati University not necessarily follows the same syllabi and curriculum of the parent university programs but may vary its syllabi and curriculum taking into consideration the specific need and requirement of the distance learners. After the approval of the academic council, the institute makes its academic plans for implementation of the programs. Steps are taken to develop the learning materials. The IDLE faculty members of the concerned discipline with the help and guidance from the parent university departments develop the self-learning materials for the concerned program. 6.5.2 Course Planning, Designing and Development. As is the case with the Dual Mode Institute, IDLE basically adopts the course team model which combines content and editing while developing the course. The faculty, media producers and external subject specialists together constitute a course development team. Course preparation, depending on the decision taken by the core team and advisory board. Course preparation is set under process. In the contemporary world, there are various institutes offering education through ODL mode. Hence, each institute, whether an open university or a dual mode institute, has its own specific methods of course preparation. In a dual mode institute like IDLE, course planning include the following points: assessing the needs of the learners, defining the general objectives for the target group, making a comprehensive survey of the resources already available and their limitations, and deciding on the selection of content, developmental trials, evaluation and assessment of the proposed course with experts' feedback for improvement. Course team approach for course development. All the activities related to academic programs are covered by certain guidelines, the main purpose of which is to ensure quality. IDLE laid down the following criteria for the development of course material. The academic programs are planned, developed and produced with a high degree of quality and consistency. The academic programs are designed in a way to meet the higher content and instructional standards, have parity with similar courses from conventional institutions, adhere to rigorous internal and external academic norms and processes, make them learner-centric, and meet appropriate exit criteria. Thus, for all the courses developed by IDOL, a course team is constituted. The course team includes course writers, subject experts and individual with subject expertise who will undertake the actual writing, course editor, eminent subject experts who edit the content and validate the course units, course coordinator, a person identified from among the internal faculty members who undertakes the coordination by convening necessary meetings of the course team and prepares the norms of self-learning format. Format editor, an expert who is adequately trained to transform the existing materials into self-learning material, SLM, format. Course assessor. Although we are not having this facility, we have plans to ask for expert comments for the course materials already in use. Artist cum designer, a specialist in art and graphic designs as well as a computer expert who provides required artistic and graphical help while producing course materials both in print and multimedia format. Admission into IDLE programs. IDLE follows a transparent and flexible admission policy with distinct position. With regards to admission policy, its admission slogan says, "Pursue quality." Higher education in an institution where distance, subjects and percentage of marks are not barriers. IDLE's master degree programs are open to any graduate irrespective of their discipline and percentage of marks. All programs have multiple entry and exit system and many programs are designed as modular courses. IDLE allows lateral entry with provision of credit transfer from the regular master degree program of the university to distance mode program under IDLE with multi-entry and exit system. Admission procedure. For most of the programs, generally admissions are open once in a year during June to July. However, in few IT programs admissions are open twice a year, i.e. June, July and December, January. IDLE has implemented a single window system. Admissions of eligible candidates are done on the spot on production of the necessary testimonials either at the study centers or at the IDLE admission counters. Candidates or their representatives along with necessary documents and the requisite course fee may personally visit the admission counter at the IDLE office, Guwahati University campus or any of the study centers and get themselves admitted on the spot. Application forms and prospectus are distributed through IDLE office at the university campus and through the approved study centers. Candidates are also allowed to download the application form from the IDLE website, www.idlegu.org. 6.6 Management of Support Services. Establishing and managing student support services, particularly in directorates, is not an easy aspect, because it involves a lot of human and financial resources. Hence in this section it is dealt how these services are established and managed. In IDLE 6.6.1 Student Support Services. The development and management of student support services bears tremendous Significance in an economically backward Indian state like Assam. Considering this in view, attempts made by IDLE in terms of support services enable all learners to maintain some amount of learning autonomy. The IDLE Guwahati University has undertaken a number of services to reach out to all its learners. No matter how good our teaching materials and how efficient our distribution systems are, distance learners should be inculcated the habit for self-learning. Thus, the institute has a big responsibility to give them individual encouragement, help and guidance to overcome the barriers of distance and the feeling of isolation. Student support services provided by IDLE are listed below. Pre-admission counseling, post-admission counseling, regular tutoring, communication with tutors, telephone and walk-in counseling, experience of virtual classroom through e-learning portal, information through SMS alert and short code messaging services, multimedia learning materials, and library services at the HQ and the study centers. Learning materials, printed study materials for various courses in the SLM, self-learning material format are provided so that fruitful interaction between the teacher, built in The. Then, The. Various sections and subsections of the unit follow. After each section, there are SAQs, self-assessment questions, by which the students can check their progress in terms of understanding the course content. In between, there are some boxes in which attempts are made to provide the extra information which the students may require to meet with the exam-oriented questions. Towards the end, there is a list of references and suggested readings. Although the study materials are meant to be self-contained and self-sufficient, students can also consult the books and references enlisted at the end of the unit for having additional course content. Another aim of the IDLE SLMs is to inculcate the culture self-learning in each learner. Since inception, the IDLE follows a decentralized system of distribution of learning materials. Students are supplied with study materials immediately after their admissions either at the HQ or at the study centers. If adequate quantities of study materials are not available at a given moment in a study center, the same are requisitioned from the HQ and supplied to the students at the earliest possible time. Students taking admissions by post are supplied learning materials by post. However, the experience shows that students belonging far away areas prefer to enroll themselves at the study centers and receive the study materials through the study centers. Printed materials can also be downloaded from the IDLE e-learning portal, www.bodhidroom.idlegu.org. 6.6.2 Personal Contact Programs. The study materials are supplemented by useful personal contact programs, which enable the students to clarify their confusions and ease their difficulty while going through it. Qualified faculty members of IDLE help the attending students by providing necessary tips and guidelines during the interactive sessions. These sessions are also meant to give the students a chance to meet the teachers personally and discuss their problems. Though such programs are not compulsory, students are strongly advised to attend these programs. In addition to personal contact programs, regular weekend tutorial is also conducted for various programs at the university departments. Tutorial sessions are conducted usually on Saturdays and Sundays. For regular weekend tutorials, students are required to enroll themselves at the time of admission by paying a nominal tuition fee. Recruitment of academic counselors. The teaching learning processes of open and distance mode is significantly different from conventional mode. Therefore, the university has to take responsibility before selecting and appointing its academic counselors. Distance learners experience a range of problems including negative effects of isolation without any regular physical contact with the teachers and peer group, unfamiliarity with the process of academic study, lack of confidence in their learning ability and autonomy, lack of experience in using study skills effectively and so on. Considering these problems, IDLE has provision for regular weekend counseling and contact sessions for which the appointment of the counselors for the various departments becomes almost mandatory. The academic counselors are selected on the basis of their academic qualifications and teaching experience in the relevant subject and other administrative and managerial qualities required as academic counselors. The newly recruited counselors are provided with necessary orientation and training by organizing Training cum self-appraisal programs. Workshops are also conducted by the experts of the institute as well as from STRIDE, IGNOU. 6.6.3 Learning Centers. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning follows a two-tier network of support services. There are two types of learning centers mainly located at the affiliated colleges of the university centers maintained and supported by the IDLE called study centers and self-sustained centers called contact centers. The contact centers are established at the initiatives of the affiliated colleges. They mainly work as information and facilitating centers of IDLE. The study centers are established to provide admission, conduct contact sessions, and provide necessary information to the learners and other members of the public. The students can take admission, attend contact session, submit assignments, get feedback and sit for examination in the study centers. Situated in most of the district headquarters of Assam, the network of local coordination centers, commonly known as study centers, operate as information bureaus, which can be approached by the students according to their convenience in terms of distance and time. Presently, IDLE maintains 10 different study centers in various parts of Assam, and students are expected to join any one of the study centers nearer to them. The main aims of these centers are to create an institutional arrangement for effective coordination, to make room for the use of technology, to deliver learning materials, and to provide timely communication. The characteristics of IDLE study centers are to act as the community center and a representative of the mother institute in the locality, to provide equipment and facilities to the greatest possible extent, and to engage the local subject experts in the act of teaching learning. A study center is headed by a senior academic of the host institution on part-time basis. Head, principal, of host institution functions as overall chief of the study center. Students are enrolled either at the headquarter or with any of the study centers depending on their physical proximity to the centers. Students visit the study centers for following purpose: to take admission, to attend tutorial classes, academic counseling sessions, to get counseling and information service, to consult books and periodicals, to study when home environment is not conducive, to attend examinations, and to socialize. 6.7 Management of Media. Media management is very critical in the sense that updating information, managing training etc. It is dealt in this section how this university has done this aspect. IDLE website www.idlegu.org. Since inception, IDLE, Guwahati University has been maintaining a dynamic web site. Over the years, IDLE website has become a convenient platform for its learners. The website provides a variety range of services starting from the basic information to the online marks card for the learners. Despite the fact that Assam is a backward state and the density of netizens are much lower than national average, IDLE website has gained popularity. Feedback from users shows that a vast majority of the learners browse the website from cyber cafes and community service centers, rural internet center equipped with VSAT located near to their residences. The website has been developed and maintained by the IDLE faculty members. Every fortnight, director monitors the updating of the website. 6.7.1 A Learning Portal www.bodhidroom.idlegu.org. Conceptually, a portal is a gateway through which we can access information, data and systems. It is uniquely adapted to individual needs, can be accessed by users via intranet or the internet. Thus, it is used as an interface to provide relevant data from a central source through secure and password-protected entry. The registered user can both access and add information directly into the database, making it a powerful tool for data management. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning, IDLE, Guwahati University, launched its e-learning portal in November 2009, marking its entry into the world of virtual learning. The e-learning portal of IDLE is a pioneering step in the field of open and distance learning, ODL, in the region and an important step towards modernizing the processes of teaching learning. The thoughtfully named e-portal, Bodhidroom, will provide an integrated knowledge environment to all its learners. Now, the distance learners of Guwahati University will be able to make use of internet facilities from anywhere in the world and enhance their learning. With the help of www.bodhidroom.idlegu.org, the first educational e-portal in the entire Northeast India, this e-learning portal is expected to benefit the entire students' community to a considerable extent. The new portal will become a key tool for the delivery and development of educational content to be used by teachers, experts and students not only in the Northeast but also in other parts of the world. The emphasis on the amalgamation of both distance and regular modes of teaching learning through creative and productive use of the portal bears tremendous significance, as it is clearly understood that the real success of such efforts lie in its use for the optimum development of society and its people. The core content of the portal presently covers areas of humanities, social sciences and computer science, but soon, in the near future, other subjects, areas will also be brought under its purview. Almost all information relating to these programs are available through this e-portal. Provisions are also made to conduct online self-test and to allow students to upload their assignments for reviewing through the portal. The launching of this new educational portal is expected to share insights of Assam's emerging as a knowledge society in a technology-driven world. Today, while we are discussing the need for a very strong and self-sufficient support system in ODL, the e-portal, with all its resources, provides a number of benefits to its users. It has a number of important features like an independent discussion forum and a news forum for every program, online interaction facility with fellow students, faculty members and even officials, which also includes the director of IGNOU, Guwahati University. The idea, however, is to make room for a collaborative learning environment through interaction. But what is so exciting is the facility that when a student logs into Bodhidroom after enrolling herself into a program, she will see the names of the virtual class teachers appearing on the screen. Then they can directly send offline messages to these teachers. When the teacher logs in, she will receive an alert of incoming messages and subsequently send a reply to the message. The other features that Bodhidroom incorporates are online study material which can both be studied online and downloaded if necessary, old examination question papers so that students can keep themselves aware of the patterns of questions that are asked in the term-end examinations, recent activity reports of the members, users. Online self-assessment test where a student can test herself on a particular topic or issue. Besides all these, it will have provision for uploading special writings of teachers, experts and a facility where a student can view the list of online participants on a particular topic so that they all can communicate with each other through chatting. The e-portal has finally enabled IGNOU to keep pace with the worldwide development of ODL and to sustain itself in a competitive world. By providing more effective and efficient access to information, this e-portal facilitates improved collaboration and communication, integration of information and applications, increased document flow and workflow, smarter decision-making and increased productivity. Moreover, personalization features of this e-portal will enable its users to select the information sources in which she is most interested. But the real challenge of the e-portal is to present only that information that users mostly require at certain points of time. Teachers from all over Assam can contribute to the learning environment by using the discussion forum and offering their valuable insights on specific issues. Even those staying outside Assam and the Assamese NRIs can also extend a helping hand by providing necessary advice and suggestions so that more functions and innovations can be added to the portal. But the most important point is to create an awareness of the efficacy and functionality of the portal, with a view to enhancing learning by participating. Teachers, students and all who are associated with education should contribute meaningfully to the world of knowledge through this e-portal. SMS Alert Service. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning maintains a database of mobile contact numbers of its learners and other stakeholders. The old system of sending letters to the students to provide information has been done away with. Since the end of 2009, IGNOU has introduced bulk SMS service to alert the students with information on various issues. The new system is prompt and economical. Tutors of various programs send SMS to the learners reminding them about their learning progress and with various tips. Various feedbacks received about this service are encouraging. Many learners expressed the view that they are greatly motivated by these SMS. Many learners said that they have a feeling now that they are no longer left alone but constantly monitored by their institution. Information through short code SMS service. The IDLE has also launched its short code SMS services at IGNOU through 56070. The short code SMS service enables students to receive instant information about admission, examinations and the examination results. Students can type the required short code and send SMS to 56070 to receive desired information. By typing their roll numbers after IGNOU and sending SMS to 56070. The students get their examination results instantly. Telephone and walk-in counseling. In 2009, IGNOU has introduced counseling through telephone or simply walking into the faculty room of the IGNOU office during the fixed hours of the designated days. Students of a particular program can either walk in and meet a tutor on a particular day or call to a number dedicated for students counseling and can get counseling up to 10 minutes duration. Though many students feel uncomfortable and shy about calling through a number, a large number of students have been calling IGNOU office for telephone counseling. Usually 2 tutors are assigned to sit in the counseling room near the telephone on a specified day to attend the learners either personally or over telephone. The tutors are mentally prepared to deal with any kind of questions, academic or non-academic, and specially trained to give a patient hearing to any learners. The tutors are paid remuneration at the rate of their usual counseling sessions. Library facility. Library facilities of the IGNOU are mainly available at the HQ and in few study centers. During their visit to the university for the personal contact program or the regular weekend counseling, students consult the books and journals of the university's central library as well as the IGNOU library. The IGNOU library is thus established to develop appropriate collection in various disciplines to satisfy the needs of the different reading communities of the institution. The IGNOU library is one of the important central facilities of the institution, currently having nearly 5,000 volumes, including textbooks, reference books and non-book materials such as CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs, etc. However, students are not allowed to borrow books from the library. Few IGNOU study centers also provide consultation as well as borrowing facilities to students. The IGNOU library located in the main university campus provides the following services. Lending service, restricted to counselors and tutors only. Reading room service. Reference and information service. Reprography, Xerox. Printing service. Internet facility, and online journals provided by Enflibnet through the University Infonet. IGNOU library uses the state-of-the-art library automation software solely designed and developed by the Enflibnet Center, an autonomous body of the UGC. It is user-friendly software developed to work under client-server environment. The version of SOL using in IGNOU library is SOL 2.0. The software is compliant to international standards for bibliographic formats, networking and circulation protocols. 6.8 Quality assurance mechanisms. As its slogan says, IGNOU, Guwahati University aspires to provide quality higher education to all. Hence, maintaining the required quality is considered to be a tremendous job when it has faced the challenges of other quality institutions in this region. Quality assurance refers to the systems through which an institution demonstrates that conditions are in place for students to achieve the standards set in educational programs. A quality assurance system includes all those planned and systematic activities which provide confidence that an academic program and the associated services satisfy given requirements for quality, such as to ensure that proper educational standards are maintained, to improve quality and standards in program provision, service delivery, operation, student learning and institutional performance, to make room for feedback and suggestion for judging performance, to provide evidence to achievement in relation to competitors, to gain public confidence, to ensure that learners receive the program and services as promised. in program information and registration, and to satisfy the need for accountability for funds used. Since its inception in 1998, IGNOU is trying its best to concentrate on quality assurance in program development, implementation and delivery. The areas of quality assurance initiatives of IGNOU include program planning and implementation, development of quality learning materials, delivery of materials on time, declaring results on time, learner evaluation, and learner and expert feedback. 6.9 Summary. The Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Gauhati University being the first ODL institute to provide higher education through distance mode in the entire northeastern part of India, has successfully established ODL as a valid and alternative mode of education. It uses latest technology in communication, thereby marking its entry into the next generation ODL system. The success story of IGNOU, Gauhati University has once again vindicated that open and distance learning is cost-effective unlike the conventional mode of education. The quality of material produced for self-learning to take place are also sought to be made good, comprehensive and up-to-date. In spite of having its limitations, the Institute of Distance and Open Learning, Gauhati University has transformed its objectives of greater access to the disadvantaged and the marginalized sections of the society into a reality, with flexibility in the learning process, use of multiple mediums, in the enrichment of learning and quality and relevance of teaching and learning processes. To state it briefly, the achievements of IGNOU, Gauhati University can be considered as an example of the success of the dual-mode universities in India. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video with the next chapter.